So hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to share with, sorry about the noise, if you can hear that noise, there's a cottage being renovated 2 doors down, so I'll just have to talk a bit louder. So yeah, I wanted to share with you a recent purchase I made. It's a big bag purchase. You know it's serious when you make a big bag purchase in Space NK. So I got some vouchers for Christmas and I combined them all. Actually I got them for my birthday and Christmas because my birthday's in December. So I got a nice bundle of gift vouchers and I treated myself to, ta-da, the Whirl Trio. So it's the Whirl Trio. I've seen it a lot on social media, Instagram, that sort of thing. And I've seen 1 or 2 videos on YouTube, but not an awful lot. So I wanted to make a quick video about the product and also show you how I use it and how it does my hair. So I've got like sort of afro-y hair. It's not afro, but it is quite thick and it was very curly. But I got my hair chemically treated years and years ago and had straightened for about a 2 or 3 year period, and then when keratin blow dries came in I started having that done. So my hair now is just very thick and frizzy, but I do still have to have the Brazilian blow dries and I do still have to blow dry it straight and use irons on it, otherwise it would just look a horrific mess. So that's the sort of hair I've got. It is suitable for all different types of hair. I'll talk to you about that in just a moment. But just to show you then, so I got the trio, which means that it comes like so. So you get the main, obviously operating part of it, and then you get the 3 barrels. Now there are another 2 barrels that you can buy separately, and they're the ones with the clip on them. So the ones that you get in this box then, if I just take it out, actually I'll just get out. Inside the box you get this little package, which is the instructions and probably your warranty card. And oh, that's nice. Beautiful outside, powerful inside, it says. Thank you for choosing T3. We hope your new tool inspires you to be the best version of yourself, inside and out. Oh, it's so nice. And then, yeah, the instructions here. So going back to what I was saying about different hair types, the temperature guide, it goes between 260 Fahrenheit for those of you across the pond and 127 degrees for us here in the UK. All the way up to, in varying increments, 410 degrees Fahrenheit and 210 degrees centigrade. So there's a couple of different settings. The first 2 settings it says for fine, damaged or chemically treated hair, and then the last 3 settings it says for normal to thick hair. So I think I'm probably the normal to thick, but then I am chemically treated, so maybe somewhere in the middle. Yeah, so it just tells you about the different barrels that you get, so I'll just quickly talk you through those then. So one that I particularly wanted was this one, and this is the largest of them. This is the 1.5 inch and 38mm straight barrel. So this is the one that's going to give you the really nice sort of Toulouse, tousled, I don't know how you say that word, sort of beachy waves, a little bit more undone looking. And oh, actually I think it says on the box somewhere all the different things it does. Hang on, I'm just going to look on the back of the box because it might explain better than I can. Hang on, let's do this in stages before I throw everything on the floor. You also get a little heatproof mat in the box, and you also get a little glove, which is great because I'm always burning my fingers on these. And you also get, which is fab, a little T3 pouch. And I suppose it's always got little pockets and everything in it. That's really good. So you can take your T3 with you when you travel. So that's great. Right, so that's what's in the box. Going back to the barrels. So the large one, as I said, yeah, loose waves. So that one is for loose waves. And then you get the tapered 1.25 inch and it tapers down to 0.75 inches, and that's 32 down to 19mm. And actually that one says it's for the tousled waves. So perhaps, I don't know, if you want to get sort of that beachy look, probably one of these 2 is going to be the best bet for that. And then we've got the smaller barrel, which is just 1 inch, this one. UK, and that's the equivalent of 25mm, and that just says for undone waves. So as I said, there are another two that you can get called the defined curls. That's 1 inch, so it's this size again, but it's got a clip, and that's for defined curls. And then there's also one for polished curls, which is this size, the 1.25 inches, but again it comes with the clip, so you can buy those separately. Now I think you can actually buy this on its own with either the 1 inch or the 1.5 inch, but to be honest it's probably not that cost effective if you want to use it for different styles, because it's about 160 quid to buy it just with the one, whereas if you buy it with all three, it's £200, and the barrels are about 40 quid anyway. So when you buy it this way, you're kind of getting one of the barrels free. So that was just my feeling. I'm probably not going to use. No, I probably am going to use them all, but I'm definitely going to use some more frequently than the others. But it's still nice to have a choice. So I'm glad to have them all. But you know, hey, it's a personal choice. Whatever you want, whatever you can afford. Yeah. So let me show you quickly just how easily it all slots together. So this is the, ooh, can you see that? This is the barrel. So you've got like a little clip on the top here, and it's got like a little locked and unlocked sign on it, so you know exactly where it's meant to be. And then you've got the, is that all right? And it's got like prongs and things on the top, obviously where the electricity connects or does something magical so that it works. And then you've just got like little divots here so that it matches up, so you can't get it wrong. You can't, you know, you can't really damage it. It'll be fine, she says. Famous last words. So it just clips in like that, nice and easily, and then you just turn the little, turn the little clip here up to the locked position, just like so, and that's it. It's ready to go. So here in the UK we've got our 3 pins, but I suppose in America it comes with your 2 pins, or you know, wherever else in the world. It does say that it uses a word that I don't, it's like auto format or something, you know, and it basically means that wherever you use it in the world, it's going to convert to your wattage. Because years ago when we first had the old GHDs, when I went to New York, I had to buy a new pair of the newer generation, because basically mine wasn't going to work there. It wouldn't convert, and they just wouldn't get hot enough. But nowadays, most good quality items will do that for us. So it will work wherever you get it. And obviously, if you go abroad and you know you have to use an adapter and put that on your plug, then you know it's gonna carry on working for you. So that's pretty cool. So I'll show you quickly how I use it. I'm going to use the 1 inch barrel just because that's the one that so far that I like the look of. And yeah, just let you see what you think. Yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, so we just need to switch on. So the power button is just here. Hopefully you can see that. So we just turn it on. Ooh, hang on. Oh yeah, it's on. I don't know why I was expecting it to make a noise, but it didn't. So that's just lighting up. Just see if you can see that. So it starts warming up, and as it's warming up, the lights just sort of go up. They just keep sort of moving, just to indicate that it's starting to warm. Now, when the lights go solid, you know that it's warmed up to the temperature that you've got the setting on. To change the temperature setting, you just have to press and hold down the button, and then you just press however many times to get you up. So if you just want it at 1, you just press once. If you want it 2, twice, 3 times, and so on. And as I said, it goes up to 5. So 5 will be the hottest one. Now, I think I'm going to go for 4 and see what happens. Okay, so I'm just going to don my glove. Okay, now it's however you really want to do it. So I'm just going to part my hair like so. I'll start because it's easier for you guys to see. I'll do the front bits and then I'll do the rest off camera, because you'll get really bored otherwise. My hair takes ages as well because it's so thick. It takes ages. So I always hold it in the opposite hand to which side I'm doing, and apparently we're meant to, sorry, I have to look at the viewfinder to see what I'm doing. Yeah, twist away, or you know, turn the hair away from your face. Does that make sense? You want the curl to go away from your face, not in towards. It's just meant to be more flattering. Your hair sits better as well. So I'm probably going to do it for like maybe 15-20 seconds per strand and see what happens. Oh, yes, quite nice. So it's probably long enough. I haven't been counting. Have you been counting? Oh dear. Just do that. Also, my hair's quite heavy, so it drops quite quickly. So it looks, considering it's a 1.5 inch barrel, it looks quite tight, the curl, but it is going to drop. It's definitely going to drop. Okay, so I'll just finish these off. So, here we go, so I'll just switch it off. I'm using the little heatproof mat here as well, so protecting the surface. So I just need to let that side cool a little bit, but this is the side I did first. So I'm just going to run my fingers through. So yeah, it's already dropped quite a bit, but it's still got sort of like a nice loose wave, which is what I like, something a little bit more natural. Now, I don't like a lot of product in my hair, so perhaps that's what I'm going to have to look at. I'm going to need something perhaps some sort of styling spray to start off with and get it set, and then like a finishing spray. So like I said, I have used it once before, and I did notice actually that the waves dropped out quite quickly, and sort of by the end of the day there was like no wave at all. You know, like if you use your flat iron or your straighteners to curl your hair, your curl will last for days. It's just there, it's set. Whereas with this, it's not. Now obviously these aren't as hot, these only go up to 210, and I can't remember what GHDs go up to, but I think it's a lot higher. So you're probably not going to get as much staying power, but I still would like it to be a little bit better than that. So I think I'm just going to have to play with it a little bit. Like I said, these are still a bit warm, but I'll just run my fingers through them a little bit. But anyway, I mean, it's okay. I think it could be a little better for me. It's probably a combination of the fact that I don't have naturally straight hair, that I straighten it, and you know, that it's thick and blah blah blah, and I'm not using products, so I'm gonna have to continue and have a bit of a play with it. I think aesthetically it's gorgeous. You know, very Instagrammable, you know, looks really, really nice. Functionality, it's really easy to use, moments to heat up, and it's also got a really good safety mechanism. It will lock out after a certain period of time, or not lock out, but it will stop heating after a certain period of time if it's not being used. So, you know, from a functionality point of view, it is easy and it's great. I'm still a bit unsure as to whether or not it's going to work well on my hair, or whether I just have to do it in different combinations, or even perhaps I might even have to use the smaller barrels and create tighter curls and then for them to drop. It might just be that because of the type of hair I have, I might not be suited to using the big barrel, unfortunately. But watch this space. I think what I'll probably do is another video, perhaps using the other barrels and seeing the types of curls that they produce, and also might do sort of like a little, you know, day experiment where I do it in the morning, and then I can check in a couple of times throughout the day and just let you see how the hair looks throughout the day, because it is a big investment. You know, £200 is a lot of money, you know, and you can buy a lot of tools probably for less money that do a similar job. So, you know, you want to be sure before you invest that sort of money in it. So I'll try and do something a little bit more informative as time goes on. So I hope that's been helpful in some way. If you've got any comments or questions, then leave them below. I do always try and read them and respond to them. But yeah, thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.